In this video, I'm going to be going over the best cards to be buying right now in NBA 2K26 My Team. Here on the first weekend of 2K26, what are going to be the best cards to be purchasing? And we want to talk first with the game on set. I'll talk about some budget cards obviously later in this video as well, but wanted to talk about some more expensive cards that actually aren't too expensive, but I do think are really good pickups in this game. If we talk about the pink diamonds here first, I just don't think Kawhi and John Morant are necessarily worth their price, because paying this much MT for a day one card is kind of a lot. Now, Jaw's very good at the point guard position. He's going to be a point guard that's going to play for a while, but I think for right now, I mean, unless you have the MT to go get these guys, maybe they'll go up in price. That's definitely a possibility. So if you're somebody that has a crazy amount of MT, then maybe you can invest in these cards, but I don't think they're personally worth picking up and adding to your team to kind of have on your squad for a long time. But talking about the diamonds and below in this set, there's a lot of really good cards, and I think the first card we have to talk about, he's been getting quite a bit of hype, and that is this Diamond Bradley Beal card, because he is incredible at the shooting guard position. He is one of the best offensive cards in this entire game, and I can't stress enough that everybody that's looking to buy an offensive card, go get this Diamond Bradley Beal. He is an insane offensive card, like I mentioned, 93-3, 96 mid-range. I mean, he's an all around really good scoring card. 85 driving dunk, 88 ball handle. His jump shot is extremely easy to green with. He's also got an 86 steal, 86 perimeter, so he's not a horrible defender. He's also got an 80 interior defense with a 67 block. Like, not a horrible defense, you know, for Bradley Beal. He's also got 93 speed, 90 speed with ball, so he's extremely fast as well. 88 agility, 89 vert, 69 strength, and even the badges are good, like Hoff Deadeye, Hoff handles for days, Hoff lightning launch, Hoff limitless range. Like, these Hoff badges are really good. Hoff set shot, Hoff shifty shooter, really good offensive card. I know he's undersized at the shooting guard position, but for right now, height doesn't really matter too much in this game. So to have Bradley Beal, I mean, it's extremely nice to have this card. If you're looking for a guy to carry your offense and score the basketball, I do think Bradley Beal is a really good pickup. Kind of talking about offense as well. Now, I don't know if I would run these cards in the backcourt together, so you kind of have to pick between Mike Conley and Bradley Beal. Now, Mike Conley is going to be not a lot cheaper, but he's definitely cheaper for sure, coming in around 35,000 MT, where Bradley Beal is closer to like 50k. But again, you don't want to run these cards on the same line. Now, you could have one starting and one off the bench. Like, if you want to start Bradley Beal and run a different point guard next to him, and then off the bench have Mike Conley, you can definitely do that for sure. I just wouldn't play them on the same line. You know, Mike Conley only 6'1" at point guard, Bradley Beal also only being 6'4" at shooting guard, and neither of those cards are great defensively, but I mean, I guess Mike Conley's good on the perimeter, so you could potentially run it together if you wanted to, but I think there's also just too much scoring and you want to have those, you know, kind of separated. So I would for sure buy Mike Conley if you're looking for a budget-ish point guard. He's kind of in that budget range. He is so good offensively. I mean, one of the best point guards in this entire game. I don't know if I like Julius Randle or DeMarcus Cousins. I think they're a bit overpriced, and honestly, like Julius Randle, he is nowhere near worth that much MT, and I don't think DeMarcus Cousins is worth over 100,000 MT, and I think that's what this card's going for. He's definitely a good big man, like for sure, and there's not a lot of good bigs in this game, so you might need DeMarcus Cousins if you're trying to build like the top tier team in the game right now, but I would kind of wait, you know, for a better budget big. I just don't think DeMarcus Cousins is going to be worth that price, but a budget big that I think is worth his price, at least at the center position, is this Amethyst Vlade Divac. He is a lot cheaper than DeMarcus Cousins, and I'm not going to say he's better, but he's a lot more affordable, and I think he's a really good center option in this game if you're looking for a cheap-ish center. He's 7'1", has a huge player build. It's obviously going to be Vlade Divac. Now, he does have an 83 three-point shot. Is this some incredible, you know, release? Does he have one of the best jump shots in the game? No, but it's a serviceable release. He's going to be great defensively. 88 block, 89 interior defense. He's going to be a good rebounder. He also does have 90 strength. He's a little bit on the slower side, but you know, that's honestly what a lot of the centers are in this game right now, to have that size. But to have the jump shot of Vlade Divac makes this card, I think, really worth to pick up and add to your team. Mikal Bridges, I don't know if he's necessarily worth his price. He's a little bit overpriced to me because he's a really good defensive card at the shooting guard position. So if you're looking for defense to put next to like a Mike Conley, if you want to run Mike Conley at point guard and then you want to have defense with Mikal Bridges, he's a really good defensive card. But the thing is his jump shot is really bad. Like, he has 89-3, so he can hit wide open for sure, but his jump shot is really hard to time with, you know. And but he is obviously really good defensively. 93 steal, 93 perimeter, you know. He's got good height. He's also got an 86 interior defense, which is nice at the shooting guard position. So he's a good defender, but I just don't think he's worth his price. So from the game on set, I would lean towards cards like Vlade Divac, cards like Mike Conley, Bradley Beal. Those are the three main pickups that I would go after. I think Mikal Bridges could potentially be an okay pickup in this game as well. But now to talk about some Series 1 cards that I think are really good for their price and kind of budget demons, that is going to be number one, maybe the best budget card in this game, is Zach LaVine. This is an incredible offensive card. I mean, 8,000 MT is a little bit expensive. I know he can be a bit cheaper, so if you wait for a better time to buy this card, he is 6'5" at shooting guard, so a perfectly fine height. He's like a budget Bradley Beal, because the thing you have to remember is Zach LaVine dribble style is one of the best dribble styles in this game, which he obviously does have. He's got an 83-point shot, 88 driving dunk, 82 ball handle, a decent pass hack at a 74. Now the defense on this card is absolutely awful. That's obviously a huge flaw with this card, but if you're looking for an offensive budget card, Zach LaVine, one of the best in this entire game, so I definitely recommend Zach LaVine. Again, if you're looking for a budget option, I think Ja Morant from the Grizzlies, I know there's not too many of him up, or sometimes there's not even him on the auction house, but if you can get this Ruby Ja for pretty much anything under like 20-30k, he's really good at the point guard position. He probably has the best dribble style in my team. He's an amazing slashing card, so I think him and Zach LaVine are two of the best pickups in this game that you guys can get for a cheaper price. I also really do like Cooper Flag for his price. I mean, he was down to like 3,000 MT earlier today. Looks like the market's up a little bit right now, 6,000 MT for Cooper Flag, but that's still good for an all-around beast at small forward. He's 6'9" with a great player build. He gets great animations, 73 pointer, 70 mid-range, 74 driving dunk. He's going to be a good defender, just all around a solid card. Like, he is very solid for his price. His behind the back is extremely glitchy in this game, so he's got a great behind the back. He's got good movement for a small forward, and his jump shot is also solid, again, for a small forward at this point in the game. And I also want to talk about another extremely tall player for their height, and that is going to be this Sapphire Franz that I did go ahead and pick up on the no money spent, because he's up to 10k. Wow, I got this card for like 4,000 MT. I might go sell mine, to be honest, and make some profit, but even if I don't, he's a good card. He's 6'10" and can play the shooting guard position. That's probably why people are now realizing why he should be more expensive, and he's probably going to go up even more in price, because he's 6'10" at the shooting guard spot with a 73 pointer. Now, I don't know if I like his jump shot. It's not that great, and his defense isn't that good, but again, having that height can be valuable. Height doesn't matter because there's not too many, tall cards in this game, but if you're somebody that has a 6'10" shooting guard, if you're matching up against a Bradley Beal, well, that's going to be hard for Bradley Beal to get a stop on Franz just because of the height alone. 6'10" compared to 6'4". So I do like Franz as another really good budget card in this game. I also want to mention from the Spurs, a point guard that I think has a really, really good, I don't know if it's size up, or I don't know what move it has, but I know people are talking about De'Aaron Fox having really good sigs. He's also got a 75 driving dunk. His defense is like okay with a 79 perimeter. He's going to be fast as well at the point guard position. So I like De'Aaron Fox. If you can't maybe afford like a Ruby Ja Morant, he's a bit cheaper, I think, right? 4,000 MT, 3,000 MT. He's a little bit cheaper. So if you're looking for more of a budget point guard and a guy that you can actually pick up, since Ja Morant isn't on the auction house right now when I'm recording this video, I do like De'Aaron Fox quite a bit. And then you got to mention guys like LeBron. You got to mention cards like Giannis, just because we always talk about these guys as one of the best, just all-around cards in the game because of their animations. Now, LeBron and Giannis, they don't have necessarily good stats, and I don't know if Giannis is that good just because they didn't give him, a 3-ball, but I think LeBron is actually good for his price and just a good card. But the thing about Giannis is he only has a 43 pointer. That's why I'm kind of hesitant to pick up Giannis and hesitant to recommend you guys to pick him up. But LeBron having that 3-point shot, I mean, the animations that this card gets, he's an amazing slasher, one of the best finishers in this entire game. His jump shot is smooth, easy to time, and he's going to be an all-around decent defender just because, again, of his player build, the animations that cards like Giannis and LeBron do end up getting. So I like LeBron as another solid pickup in this game. Yes, he's a bit expensive. 40,000 MT is a lot for a Series 1 Ruby. So I think for these cards, you kind of want to wait for them to come down in price. But right now, guys, those are all of the best cards to be picking up, right now when the game just dropped. Obviously, if you want to wait a little bit, that can be smarter for some cards to come down in price, but a lot of the top tier cards are going to go up in price as people get more and more MT. So I think right now, if you can maybe pick up like a Bradley Beal, pick up some of these cards like Vlade Divac, they could definitely go up in price as the game comes out, for the standard edition, as more people do get more MT as well. But let me know in the comment section down below what cards you guys are planning to pick up and add to your kind of day one roster, and I'll catch you boys in the next one. Peace.